Every house needs a good quality vacuum, and man, we have put vacuums to the test.
We've gone through the vacuums, that's for sure.
Well, we vacuum every day, okay? I know we don't have to do that, but with a farmhouse, with 8 people in the house, and we're home all the time, going in and out, plus we have a German Shepherd. Shout out to everyone who has long-haired dogs in their house. We love our Josie. She's 13 years old, and she's been with us since she was itty bitty puppy, and man, she knows how to shed.
And we have a combination. We have hardwood floors and our rugs.
We do. Yeah. So we have tested out a lot of different vacuums over the years, and today we want to talk about 2 different kinds of vacuums that we really like for different reasons. And you know, we started with one, and then I've added another one just because of different functions and why we like them. So first, I want to start out by talking about the Dyson Fluffy. It's a fun name. I don't know why it's called the Fluffy, but that's what it's called. And it was I had a friend, Emily, and she had moved into her new house and she had bought this Dyson Fluffy. And I was like, that thing's pretty fun. Can I try it? And she let me use it and test it out. And I loved how compact and light it was. And it was perfect if you have a lot of hardwood floors in your house. This vacuum is perfect for that. And so, like I said, we vacuum every day, and what we do on the we call it a quick clean schedule, is vacuuming is one of the categories. And so every child, and including mom, we take turns, and if it's your turn to vacuum, then that's your job for the night after dinner. And
yes, I do vacuum once in a while too.
But I don't put Josh on the list. He's got enough other things to do at the farm, so he doesn't get put on the quick clean list. He gets to vacuum all the time. But in this case, it's even Jesse and Tabitha, and well, William's practically, you know, taller than me, but like they are able to handle the Fluffy, which is really great. It detaches from the main unit into a handheld little vacuum, and it's perfect for the hardwood stairs.
And one of the things that makes it different than our other vacuum, it's rechargeable with the battery system, so it doesn't have a cord attached to it, right?
It's so nice not having a cord.
Cordless, rechargeable.
Now, I like to be very real with you guys if we are reviewing a product. The only downside that I have discovered with the Fluffy is the exact plus that you just mentioned. I love that it doesn't have a cord, but because of the battery life, you can only vacuum for so long. If someone, whether one of the kids or I am being quick and diligent, we can get the whole house vacuumed. But most of the time you run out of battery before you get to the whole house. So we're able to do the whole first floor, usually the stairs, and maybe one other room before we run out of battery power. And then it takes time to recharge that. So that is the only downside. I would not say if you have a huge house, it's probably not the best vacuum for you, but especially if you just have an area where it's a lot of hardwood floors, it's perfect for that.
And you can grab it and take it out to your car and spot clean and stuff like that too.
Absolutely, I just did that yesterday. So it's super handy to not have a cord in those cases. And they send you an attachment that you can put on the wall so that you can charge it on the wall off to the side somewhere if you look it up where electric is. And you do have to clean the Dyson vacuum filters. You have to. I knew that going into it, but you really do. For effectiveness, you need to clean it according to what they recommend on their timeline. And so that's definitely maybe, you're supposed to do that with other vacuums as well, but you really need to do it with the Dyson. But overall, really happy with it. I would recommend, and I still recommend it to friends and family. And I just love how user-friendly it is without the cord and how light it is.
But we also added the
Shark, the Shark Professional.
The Shark Professional.
So many of you recommend the Shark Professional, and I'm gonna jump on that bandwagon and say that I like it too.
Love it. Yep.
I got a white one, and our house is completely hardwood except for some rugs. And one of the things that I don't like so much about the Dyson Fluffy is that it doesn't do as good of a job on the rugs.
Just doesn't really pull real deep.
It doesn't pull deep. It's great for loose hair, for pet hair, for dust, for stuff like that. Not great for rugs at all, or carpets. So that's where the Shark comes in. Some things I like about the Shark, it does have a cord, and I'm gonna say that I like it. It doesn't run out of battery. It has a huge suction power. I'm noticing that it picks up really, really well, especially on the carpets, which we have in the front porch area, we have in our living room area, upstairs in the bedrooms, and it really does a great job of getting all of that up out of the rugs.
And we really had a good side-by-side with that when we had the Dyson and then we added the Shark, and we saw kind of like how much was being left behind by the Dyson.
Because the Dyson is meant for hardwood floors. So it's, I mean, I was making it work for our carpets, but it wasn't doing as good of a job as the Shark does on the carpets. So because of that, I like how it suctions. I like how it plugs in. I can do it as long as I want. It's bulkier than so let's talk about downsides. It's a little bit more bulky than the Dyson Fluffy.
But it is bagless, so you're not worrying about buying new bags.
Not buying bags. You still probably should clean filters and stuff. I'm sure they recommend that. I don't think you have to do it as frequently as you do with the Dyson Fluffy. But yes, I really like the Fluffy for going up and down stairs, for little nooks and crannies. The Shark does offer the option, obviously, of doing bare floor as well.
So it's got the agitator versus the non-agitator.
So you absolutely can use it on hardwood. And
it has the attachments too.
It has many attachments, and it can come off, separate from the main unit, and become small. If you wanted to plug it in and go up the stairs, you could. But I always just stick with my Dyson Fluffy to go up and down the stairs because it's handheld and it's just so quick and no cords.
So on the spot here, if you're choosing one of the two vacuums, what would you go with?
If I had to go with one, I would probably still go with the corded vacuum. I would go with the Shark, just because there are so many times that I run out of battery power.
And it's got all the attachments. It does break down, and it does the hardwood and the carpet.
It does do everything.
I think overall it does just a better job.
The Dyson is, I'm still recommending it, you guys.
But it's convenient.
I'm saying if you ever invest in two vacuums, these would be the two that I would do, because of being able to work interchangeably with each other. And we will leave links below for both of these vacuums. Check them out. Do some research before you make that investment. And I hope that you try them out, and I hope you like them as much as we do here in our home.
Go ahead and check out the rest of the 12 Days of Christmas and all the product reviews that we're doing, because we are doing free giveaways throughout the entire series here. So go ahead and let us also know if you've used either one of these two vacuums and your pros and cons as far as your experience with them. So thanks for joining us.